think it is recording right now. I'm not 100% sure. But we're gonna see. I'm starting up OBS right now. Make sure the levels are all good. Should be recording fine. Hopefully. Anyway, we are currently moving.
I'll spike it down.
Now we're moving on to direct, seeing what he's doing, starting out on the defensive side. Is that the defensive side? No, that's the attacking side. Alright, let's see. It's now down to a 2v2.
I got the spike.
Oh, this is weird. I'm not used to seeing an enemy like that because it's not actually an enemy. I'm just observing the attackers. That is interesting. Alright, let's just look at Bamro pushing onto A site. Messes up his grenade a little bit, but that's fine. He's gonna back off a little bit, go through A, hopefully on this side. Hold on, I forget the names. Yep, A screen. Oh, unfortunately it's a loss. First round down, pistol round. Pretty good round, I'd say.
Now I know how annoying my
I got some damage down and stuff, but could have been better for the defenders. We'll see if they do better this round. I'd like to note that both teams do have a Sage, which is pretty nice. So at least they've got the healing going on. Then we have RH, of course, HTTP Air playing as Brimstone, nothing new. And same with 10. Still playing Omen, gonna try for the B push. Hopefully, we'll see how sneaky this is. Seems like
stealing sight.
Go for a fast push here. Stealing sight. Alright, he's down. Nice spray onto him. Alright, so he's gonna smoke out Heaven right there. Double check that. Alright, so let's look at the rotation right now. We've got one player coming through B. That's an encounter. That's Tommy BBN takes down 10. We'll see right now what happens. It's a 2v2, so anything could happen. That's one player down, and we're left to see with Bamro, who is going to try to push through B long. Actually, might rotate through mid. That's pretty interesting. We'll see what he does here. Goes through mid. I see now. He's going to go through, going to try for the Heaven play, hopefully. Oh, there's a player. Oh. Doesn't get the spray down, unfortunately, but that's fine because it's a Spectre against, is that a Spectre? I can't even tell. Yeah, against a pistol. So we'll see how this goes with this next round. Currently 0-2. We're going to see what the attackers decide to do. We've got a pretty good setup for defenders. 2 on A, 1 on B. Brimstone's going to hopefully smoke it out. Looks like the attackers are going to try for a mid push. We've got the lineup here. 10 is going to probably set out a fake for Heaven. Going to smoke out Heaven. Oh, might actually push on to B. Just to fake things out a little bit. Make the defenders think that they're actually on B. Meanwhile, we're looking at the people mid. Alright, we've got Tommy. Oh, that's an easy miss right there, unfortunately, but that's fine. He's gonna give away the position, but rotate out, and so far he looks like he's in the clear because the raise is out of the way, but now he's gonna come into a close encounter with the attacking team right here. And he gets 1 kill. That's their medic down. Sage. Direct gets a trade, and a good win from the defenders. Nice round. Very good round. Alright, so now he's gonna pick up. This might pick up the pace. Let's see. Good scoreboard. 10 surprisingly not doing too well, or relatively to how he normally does, but he's a really good player, so we'll see. He's probably gonna do much better later on in the game. We'll see. Alright, now we're looking at HTTP error. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, let's see. HTTP error coming through. Alright, meanwhile, the defender's Sage is pretty low. Manages to get the kill on direct though. That's a nice trade right there. It's not a 2v1. Got Raze and a controller. So we've got Fragger and a duelist against a controller. We're gonna see here. Alright, let's look at the Sage's point of view right now. 23 HP, not looking too well. Might use the heals if unfortunately there's no time to do that. That was a good round though. This might be a great equalizer. Actually, it is a great equalizer for both teams. Let's look at the economies. Pretty equal so far. 10 still looking kind of lower, but they'll probably be doing fine. Looks like he might save again. He's gonna go for the Deagle play. I see. Yeah, that's interesting. He's gonna pull out that Sheriff. Meanwhile, Harrison going down with the Vandal direct. Shit, I'm so not used to calling people by their in-game names. It's kind of weird. Alright, straight up. The ultimate charge, double jump right here. It's gonna prove to be a wasted ult, probably. Unfortunately, it's a wasted ult. It was a valiant attempt at getting a kill first, early round. Meanwhile, good trade. Unfortunately, the defender's Sage is down. Nice wall bang, very nice wall bang by 10. Shadows traveling. Teleport up here, kind of mislead the enemy. Alright, he's gonna blind it. Spike was planted though. It's currently at 1v2. Alright, we're looking at a bit of engagement here. He's gonna throw in the grenades. He's gonna get a kill actually with that. Very nice grenades. Shows the power of raids. That's a 1v1. We're gonna see how that goes. Oh, might actually get a nice shot there. Oh, we're gonna see how much damage that did. Not much. Still, very good try. Very good try by them. And that gives us a 2v3. Or not a 2v3, excuse me. The score is 2-3. So we're gonna see what players are up to next. Alright, looks like they're thinking about doing an A push. Yep, most likely an A push. We've got 2 defenders on A and 1 on B. Still the same layout they've been using so far. Brimstone's just gonna keep an eye down on B-Long. All the attackers are looking for unfortunately, looks like they are gonna get their Christian load a little bit. He's just gonna sprint right through that. The up and coming update, he won't be able to do that anymore. So we'll see how that goes, how that changes the game. It's pretty interesting so far though. Meanwhile, Tommy slows A-Site. He's still reluctant to push through because he's got a wall and smoke. Stuck there, and a very nice kill by 10, who managed to get up onto the wall. He's gonna self-heal.
Prepare for hell.
Oh, that's a very nice ultimate. And he gets a kill. Wow. Oh, they're not gonna be able to defuse, but what a round. Holy crap. That was very nice. Both teams did very well. Unfortunately, they're both gonna die from the explosion, but still very nice. Alright, 2-4 now. Let's take a look at their economies. Yeah, we got the Brimstone looking pretty low. Still buys the Vandal. Scoreboard's looking alright. Pretty balanced teams, I'd say, so far. The score, of course, doesn't say the same, but both the teams are getting some pretty good frags, some pretty good trades. And now the buy phase. We're gonna keep an eye on 10, see what he does here. He's gonna smoke out first thing. And
get out of my way!
Again, he's gonna instantly slow. Oh, he's caught an eye on the player. Alright, it looks like they're just gonna try to push through this one. It's got a wall placed right here. Very tactical. No engagement so far, but the attackers are looking like they're gonna rotate back, actually. Looked like they were gonna push mid. Perhaps this Jet is going to take a peek mid, but it's probably not going to catch anyone just now. Ready with their ultimate, though. That's quite interesting. Probably expecting a push from mid, but nothing there. So now we're going to look at a possible engagement here on A as 2 defenders versus 2 attackers coming in. Ooh. Very nice shot by HCPG. Oh man, what a shot with the Guardian. Rainbow's doing really nice today. Now it's a 3v. But Direct seems to use his ultimate, finally. After quite a long time, he's gonna truly come into sight with Raze to his right. That's gonna get him. What an ultimate so far. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. An ace in the 3v3 scenario. Great use of an ult. Wow. I didn't think he was gonna get anywhere with that ult, but apparently he did. That was just beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm casting right now, dude. That's beautiful. That was very nice. I was saying I don't think you're gonna get anywhere with that ult, but I was mistaken. I saw you had pulled it out when you were still mid, and I was like, what is this man doing?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
I know you were hoping for an engagement there. All right, you have to get out of here though, because I'm actually talking about positioning and stuff. But yeah, that was awesome. Nice job. All right. So apparently, I thought I could type. Apparently I can't. That makes sense though. I am a spectator. All right, let's look at this layout. They're gonna try to go mid. Gonna get with possible engagement with Sage. It seems like the defender's Raze, is gonna be trying to look through their spawn, possibly rotate past them if he goes there quick enough. Alright, well their Sage just placed the wall here. Meanwhile, Brimstone smokes through. Nice move. Oh my goodness, what a kill. That was beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And the Sage even gets the heal onto Harrison. So now it's a 1v3 once again. We'll see what Bammer does. So I think he does understand that they are in fact on B site. He's gonna go for the heaven push again here. Oh, very close, but that is a flawless. And the score is now 2-6. Looking like pretty bad game for the defenders. But it's fine, they still have time to recover. I mean, if they recovered earlier from 2-0, they can still recover and bring them to the equalizer. Hopefully they can get 4 round wins in a row. That would be very interesting. But it seems highly unlikely as their economies are pretty numbed out now. We'll see how this goes. There's Sage, the attacker. Shot right there. Fairly good slow, except it doesn't land quite properly. So. Very nice ultimate. Very nice ultimate by Raze. Now he's gonna go for a barrier. Brings out the Roomba. Oh, this might actually get a kill. Never mind, there was shot. Oh man, that dealt quite a bit of damage. Even though not much. It was quite a bit because the Sage decided to use orb against himself and actually tried to go to the bench. It's now 2v3. Could have been a 3 though. Or excuse me, could have been a 3v2. But with the res, the attackers are now at an advantage once again. So we're going to look at this Brimstone. RH pushing through. Let's see where he goes. Spike was planted. Tommy BBN holding heaven, smoked out by Omen.
Goner,
nice
my ult's ready.
Alright, so he might actually use ult here.
Smoke's down.
He used smokes. Can't really tell the difference. So he's looking at heaven. Alright, he's gonna sneak down through these smokes.
Out of charges.
This is actually a very smart play, but unfortunately he might not have enough time to defuse. Oh man, what a spray. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's any way I could actually see the amount of damage that's done to players, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's fine. Seems like he got a lot of damage done on that Sage. We'll see what the attackers do this time. Defenders are going for pretty much the same setup as they have been. As you can see, they still have that Brimstone going down, holding from heaven, pushing down. Alright, so he's going to hold from B side. Yeah, that Raze is just always going for that aggressive push, but again, that's kind of the job that the Raze has as an infantry driver. Meanwhile, Sage is holding the angles. Alright. So now Omen just uses ult. teleported. I was gonna go for the fake plant, probably. Alright, it's now 2v3.
Wall raised.
He's got a wall. Very interesting. Take some damage from that raise. Whoa, what a push by Rambo. Holy crap. Rambo's doing very nice. Very good game so far. That's a win from the defenders, which is nice because we haven't seen a win from them in a while, but it does bring their economy slightly up. And hopefully they'll be able to get some pretty good buys. I mean, it looks like they've got Vandals, 2 Vandals and a Bulldog, so that's pretty good. Meanwhile, on the attacking team, on the other hand, their Sage has just made a very big purchase. And that purchase is the Operator. So we're going to see what's going to go on here, because it looks like they're going to go for a B push.
Spike drop.
They actually have 2 people possibly. Their Sage is ready to rotate on A. That's a nice entry frag. First blood by Direct. Nice headshot. But meanwhile, Sage is ready on Heaven. Tommy BBN got that second trade. Now we've got another kill leading us to a 2v1. So we're going to spectate Bamro now. See what he's up to. Alright, they're coming in close proximity. They might come and encounter each other through the smoke. He's actually going to need that. Oh, very close. And he actually manages to get the kill. Wow. That's actually really nice. Good kill. I mean, unfortunately, if it had happened... Actually, if it had happened earlier, it would have been better, but it's fine because, well, it is last round, but in the end, you know, that Roomba on any other round would have, you know, removed any weapon that 10 could have had, which I believe it was the Vandal, but either way, they're all going to buy out as much as possible. Unfortunately, their Brimstone, dang, seems to be too low on credits.
Get out of my way!
Still fine, you can still make the Spectre. Just gonna teleport right through, or sprint right through. Meanwhile, the attacker Sage is kind of stuck there in limbo. We're gonna look at Tommy's perspective for a bit now. He's gonna back out a little bit. And he's gonna go for the so even though there's a wall there, it's still a good preventive, just to make sure that the attackers don't try to shoot through that wall. Then again, the slowing order.
Prepare for hellfire!
And the trade comes in. And then a third trade, actually. Or a second trade, excuse me. With Brimstone's ult. Very nice use of an ult, since it is the last round. They kind of do have the spike down, and he's going to go for another ult. Very nice use of an ult. Good job remembering to use that ult since it's last round. He still has an ult right now, so he could decide to use it on him, but unfortunately he dies. And he's probably looking for a plus here. He's gonna go for a blind. Oh, what a clutch by that Omen. Holy crap, very nice. Unfortunately, Brimstone, he's gonna go for the disrespect play. Dang, wow, that was not really necessary, but he still decided to teabag him. That's pretty good. Now we're going into the second half, so I'm going to have to now remember that teams are switched. It's going to be kind of weird, but it's fine. Alright, let's look at the attackers, who are looking like they want to go for a possible mid-push. It's not quite certain yet. We're going to see what happens here. That Omen is just defending, man. He's gonna try for a fun play. Might get hit here. Oh, he's gonna spray through. Alright, Tommy's gonna back out. Surprised he did not hear the Omen there. Maybe he knew there was someone there and just decided to back off. Actually, that is smart because he does have the spike. So he's gonna regroup with the scene here. Tight 3v3 situation, although the defenders are very spread out, so they're not quite ready. They don't have the info quite yet, and the attackers don't know this yet, but there we go. We have an encounter with the defender right there. Sage versus Sage. So that Sage is going to get a drop. and it is now a 2v3. He's gonna self-heal real quick. The attacker Sage, Tommy BBN is gonna go for a plant. Oh, he was not ready for that. Both of them were not ready for that. What a sneaky play by Omen. Came around the corner, surprised them. And a finalist win, 10-3. Still a good play. Good play, and you see Omen has climbed to the top of the leaderboard, doing better now. Early game wasn't doing too hot, but it doesn't matter because it's 10-3. So right now the attackers have to go for a smart play and try to get as much damage out as possible early rounds so that they can have the advantage and hopefully get a plant. You know, that's their only hope right now. They are pretty decent on credits, actually. I'm surprised to see that. But they're
Cover
better
going out.
than the defenders, but they still seem to be struggling. So it's looking like it could be a B push. Unfortunately, with the smoke. Oh, what a play! That shotgun did a lot of damage, and their Sage is down, so it's now a 2v1. It's left all to Brimstone, who is actually gonna maybe rotate. Might be a decision plan. Their Sage on the defender's side is actually still keeping an eye, peeking some angles on A, making sure that this Brimstone has it rotated in the meantime. But he's waiting long enough, in fact, so this might actually be a very good time to sneak in. We'll see if he does. And he ends up actually sneaking in. That is very nice. It's just a matter of timing. And unfortunately, he gets pretty lucky with it, but the Jet does
Spike planted.
B. So we're going to see where Brimstone tries to position himself now, so as to not get too much of an encounter, and it looks like Jet is going to go that way. So now he's caught in kind of an ugly situation, this Brimstone. We're going to see he's at 47. Yeah, there's no way. And that is yet another round win for the defenders. But still, I like that play a lot, you know. What he did there, right there, that was a very good play. He waited for just the right time. He knew that if he waited long enough, the defending team would have just assumed that he was rotating to the other side. But in reality, he just stayed there, waited patiently, and went for the plant. So at least he got the plant, though. For the attacking team. They are looking a bit higher than the defending team, but it looks like the attacking team is going to go for a save round. Since I didn't even notice, but the defending team has already bought either way, so. They're going for not a save, but an eco round. That's actually a very nice wall. Kind of wasted, but yeah.
Get out of my way!
Unfortunately, I missed out on a pretty it's 1v3 now, or 1v3, and that is a loss for the defending side, but that's good because it brings it up to 4 versus 11. 4 points for the attacking team and 11 points for the defending team. So this is, in fact, the attacking team's chance at possible comeback. It's highly unlikely because they are down quite a bit, but if they can get that economy up, that is just all that matters. So let's look at the team. We've got Daniel, the attacking team. Bearman's looking like he's going to go for a save once again. Kind of interesting actually, but he might save in for next round to buy something better. And the defending team goes for eco since they just lost that round and they're kind of low on credits. So now the Sage is finding himself in a very aggressive situation along with Brimstone. This is a very risky push right here. But at least a good trade. It's going to be brought down to a 2v2. We're going to see Tommy is going to go for the plant. You know, the defender coming in. Oh, he's going to slow that. Okay, smart. He's gonna go around. Try to see if he can get a vantage point from heaven, possibly. Defenders are making noise on B site. This is a clutch situation right now. Going for the defuse. Looks like it was a fake. Unfortunately, Tommy does not get that kill.
Healing.
Although that was a very good attempt. So now it's 12-4. This is match point for a defending team. They just need one more round win before they can actually get the match win. But it's fine, because as we can see from last round, the attacking team did actually do a pretty good save. And so they're pretty high on credits, even after buying a Vandal and Phantom. And meanwhile, the defending team is still left kind of struggling a little bit, although they do have fewer Vectors and the Vandal. It's all good. Tommy's actually going to go for a save, which is quite interesting, even though he's pretty high up economically.
Wall race.
The defending Sage is going to go for a wall raise, smart. He's going to start walking.
Prepare for hellfire!
So it wasn't wasted, it was a good idea, because he heard the rotation. Questionable spray by the defending Sage, but that's fine. His direct is now gonna try to sneak in. I'm thinking he's down to 6 HP, and the Sage is not ready to heal yet. Okay, no, he gets the behind, and he gets the kill with the pistol. Good save. Brimstone puts the Stim Beacon down. He's in a good defending position. This is a 3v1 situation right now. So it's looking very unlikely for the defending team to win that, and in fact they do not win the round. So it's 5 versus 12, or 5 points and 12 points. I keep saying 5 versus 12, I don't know why I say that. It's 3v3. What the heck am I talking about? This actually is a very good chance for a comeback. So we're looking at both sides, and the economy on the defending side is very low. So if they win this round, if the defenders win this round, obviously they win. But if they lose, they also lose too. Very close encounter on mid peak. The attacking teams looking like they're gonna actually push mid. Oh, what a nice headshot! I won't say lucky because there's no such thing as luck in this game, but still very nice. But hopefully it doesn't.
Smoke's down.
So he's gonna push back up here. So the attacking team is now in a 2v2 situation with the defending team. Brimstone's gonna go for his few
Smoke's
smokes.
down.
You're gonna see those FAAs coming. And I'll forget the name of these party screens. And yeah, so oh, what a headshot. Nice headshot. What a great round, honestly. So for some reason, I don't know why I find this kind of confusing. I keep thinking they're on the defending team, that's why. Anyway, 6 to 12. That's a good good amount of points right there on both teams. I'm curious to see what they're going to be up to next. It looks like they're going to go for another A push. And the defenders are spread out. That's going to be guarding mid, Omen's going to be guarding B, and
Smoke's down.
the defending Sage is going to be guarding this area of A. But still, this is a fast push, so the attackers are going for a very quick plant right now. They're going to try to get the spike down as quickly as possible, and meanwhile the defenders are still on certain
Spike planted.
but it looks like the defending Sage is going to head onto site. They're going to have to retake this pretty efficiently, since the bomb got planted, or the spike got planted so quickly. Not exactly sure.
Wall race.
Oh, that's a wall raise. Okay, interesting. Not exactly sure what that was meant to do, but still, it does provide. It's now a 1v1 situation. Can be Omen clutch. I believe he has a pretty good advantage right now, although he is stuck inside the. Oh, looks like he's not actually going to be able to get the defuse. But he does get the kill. Unfortunately, he might die with this bomb. Very nice round. round though. Very good.